Monday morning. It's beautiful out here, but cold. 27 degrees out today. I'm ready for summertime, but that's okay. Today's the last day in the 20s that it shows on the 10-day forecast. And then hopefully we never go back into the 20s till in the fall. So, guys, I'm looking for some help here. So if you hop on and have some insights, some advice, some experience that would help me out, then please contribute today. Today I'm asking you, how do you put some weight on an older horse? Right after the Pony Express ride that I went on, my friend Brantley, let's see, Jody says it's 48 there. That's crazy that it's a lot colder in Nebraska than it is in northern Arizona right now. But anyway, my buddy Brantley, he's the 87-year-old, 86-year-old, 89-year-old, I don't know, high 80s. He went on the Pony Express ride, an amazing man that's just tough as nails and been a rancher. Oh, okay, Jody Edwards. I'm sorry. There's another Jody, the Jody that bought our horses in Nebraska. What's Jody and Rich's last name? Anyway, sorry, Jody Edwards. It's nice to have so many Jody friends on the channel. But Brantley, after the Pony Express ride, came to me and he said, Alan, I like hearing what you do, finding homes for horses. I've got this old horse. I'd love to help her find a good home. And I said, well, Brantley, I'll do the best I can. Tell me about her. And he says, well, she's pretty old, but she's gentle. And I said, well, bring her over, Brantley, and we'll do what we can. By the way, I asked him, well, what's the horse's name? And he said, Boss. And I said, Boss? Is she just ornery with the other horses or what? He said, no, kind of a funny story. He said, my grandson, I think it was, or granddaughter, anyway, one of his grandkids, was riding on the ranch on old Boss. And she was, well, her name wasn't Boss at the time. I don't know what she used to be called. And she was so gentle, and the kid was so tired as they were rounding up some cows that the grandchild fell asleep on the horse, fell off, and woke up like all mad and called her Boss, that she was the boss. So the name stuck. Well, we have loved having Boss around the house, actually. Just this weekend, we had a young man who wanted to ask a girl to prom. And he said, do you have a gentle horse that I could ride? I want to ride up to the girl's house, and I want to have a sign that says, yay or nay, will you go to prom with me? And anyway, the wind was blowing, the big old sign that says, yay or nay, will you go to prom with me, was flapping in the wind, and Boss was just perfect. So let me turn this around. I'm getting some good ideas already. But this is Boss, guys. You can see she's her ribs are kind of showing. I've actually moved her over here. I had to go get that thing that Cowboy Ty gave me. We could try it out while I'm talking to you. But honestly, I don't think it will, because I don't want to be scraping hair off right by her food. Horses probably eat hair all the time, but to me, I just try not to do that. But anyway, here she is. You can see the gray over her eyes. She's well over 20 years old, but just the sweetest horse in the world, but she's just kind of thin. So when I moved Smokey Joe over to the pasture, then I brought her over here where Smokey Joe was, and that way I can feed her double the hay, and I'm also giving her some sweet feed. I want to get some equine senior. But let me see some of your comments. Ty said I had to check with the vet, which is probably a really wise thing to do. I avoid vets when I can, just because of the cost. Rescuing horses is so expensive anyway, that if I can do stuff on my own, I try to do the best I can without them. Okay, first thing you do is check their teeth and deworm them. Okay, I've dewormed them. Good idea on their teeth. Good morning, South Sage Haven. Vernon Rogers, my buddy in Texas, that's from Winslow, says, have you ever tried soaking beet pulp and feeding it out? I have done that a little bit, but not a lot, honestly. So I need to check into that more. This time of year when it's so cold and it freezes, it's like soaking stuff, but now that it's warming up, it'll be nice. Okay, so Wendy, thanks for being on. It's her first live. The question is, how do you fatten up an older horse like this? She is an amazing horse, but oh girl, you can see you can see right on her her butt, you know, she's just not keeping the weight on, and it's an older horse kind of thing. A lot of older horses get this way, and you've already given me some ideas. We need to get her teeth floated. We need to maybe check into some beet pulp. I want to get some equine senior. We're gonna put some of that on our Amazon wish list. And so there you go. I agree with check her teeth. Also, there's lots of senior feeds available. Awesome. Thank you, South Sage Haven. South Sage Haven, your brother was checking with me on some horses, and then the weekend happened, and I still have some horses. So I think his name's Kyle. I'll have to get back with Kyle. Hope she can stay and not have to move again. Greetings from the Netherlands. Wendy, that's cool. You're on from the Netherlands. Eat more meals a day like mash. Yeah, I have noticed she eats all her hay, and there's not like leftover. Because if a horse's teeth are real bad, then there's a lot of waste. And I've noticed she's eating very well. She's enjoying being over here by herself, which has been a good thing, just because she doesn't have to compete for feed. So just getting twice the hay and a can of sweet feed morning and night is going to help. But I'm going to try some of the things you guys have suggested. I need to get someone that floats teeth and get an appointment. She old bred. That's interesting, Wendy. I've heard that actually, but then people will tell you don't feed bread, but there's always opposing opinions. And we used to get old bread from someone that sells bread, and man, they love it just like a horse treat. Give them a slice of bread and they think they're in heaven. So there you go, guys. There's Boss, and she was named by, I think, a 4-year-old that fell off of her because he fell asleep riding her and said she was the boss. But we are loving this Boss on the farm. She is just awesome, and so she may be a keeper. With that said, I can't keep everything, so I may end up selling something else. I've had people get mad at me when I'm selling a horse. They're like, they're family, you can't get rid of them. You got to remember, when you're trying to help rescue horses and put them in good homes, a lot of these horses that we have on the farm came to us with the intent of finding them a good home. It's just our home becomes their good home for as long as we have them, and sometimes we keep them longer than I ever thought we would, just because we love them so much. But there comes a time, like now with Boss, I'm really liking the idea of having a horse this age that I can put anybody on. Oh, looks like Vicky hopped on. Well, we have some money to rush. We have money to rescue and feed them. Hi, babe. Good morning. Oh, I always love when Vicky hopped on. Vicky, maybe you can put our Amazon wish list in the comments. Just if any of you want to help with this older horse with Boss, you could see if there's anything on that list you'd want to send to Boss. I've been giving her horse treats, sweet feed, and double hay, and so there you have it. Let me turn this around real quick. Okay, Robert says that John Martino from Beulah, from Colorado, does float teeth. He travels to different areas. Thank you for the recommendation there. Jody says older horses are expensive to keep them healthy. Our older Buster lived to be 36, but the last 5 years of his life were expensive. He was on a special feed with extra supplements. Yes, they are expensive, but there's nothing better than an older horse that just anyone could ride. I mean, this is a horse I'd put any of my grandkids on, and there's nothing more valuable than a horse you trust. So let me show you real quick. There's that Amazon wish list we can just put up there. If you want to check it out, you can. Don't feel like you need to, but that's just a way. If you're like, man, I wish I could help that horse, but I can't keep horses of my own, then that's a way you can help us out. Cowboy tie, I don't know if I'll do the Pony Express or not. It's always a good experience, but then it takes a lot of time, and it's a challenge, honestly, when you're still. If I was retired, it would be easier, but oh, John the Beagle Dad says we can start doing some shorts. We've actually started doing a lot more shorts on YouTube, so check them out, see what you think. Here's the roosters running around. These were given to us, and yet I like to actually have them around the farm. They pick through the manure, they eat maggots, and which is kind of gross, but hey, that's fewer flies for the rest of us. But there's Chocolate down there, and she's gonna have a baby probably about a month from now, so super excited to see that little one. I think I'm kind of envisioning making this my miniature horse and goat pasture. And Vicky's on, so I can't tell you what else I was hoping to add to the menagerie here, because she'll be like, really, Alan, more animals? We're gonna get a kangaroo, guys. I'm just teasing. Vicky's watching, so I knew she'd. But I would like I would like to actually get a couple sheep. So I don't know if we'll get some or not, but okay, real quick, let me come over here before I got to get ready for work. I just wanted to show you Boss. We haven't taken time with just Boss, and I wanted to show you Boss. Kit Kat is looking good. Stardust, no ostriches? Yeah, well, there you go. If you have an ostrich available, let us know. I have actually thought it'd be so fun to get a zebra. Oh, Vicky's saying thumbs up to the sheep. Wow. Guys, I better go buy them right now while Vicky's saying thumbs up. The goats tie are up. I pulled them off the pasture when I irrigated last time, and they're up Well, actually, we pulled him up there for our Founders Day. See, Vicky's all about a zebra too, but zebras are expensive. If you can find them, they're super pricey. All right, Rawhide, are you getting excited for Blake to come home? Yes, sir. Okay, guys. Here's Pumpkin and Peppy and Lex, and we got Chipper and Nugget over there. We got Shevlin. We got Biscuit and Butters and Honey and Harley. But guys, it's time to find homes for Biscuit and Butters. So let me know if you're interested in those two. That's kind of been my focus, finding them homes first, and then we'll work on some others. But thanks for coming along, guys. It's a beautiful morning. It was 27 when I headed down here, and I'm starting to not feel quite as cold. So either I'm going numb or it's warming up, because today's actually supposed to get up to 60 something degrees. So super excited. Oh my gosh. Who just sent $5 for the zebra? That is so funny. Or Vicky, did you put that? I don't know what that's about. I've never seen a $5. Vicky, you're gonna have to explain that to me. It looks like a super chat, but it looks like it's from you. Did you put $5 in for the zebra? That's funny. I sent $5 from me. Oh, great. So now Vicky's starting to save for a zebra. That's scary, guys. Well, I guess I'd love to get a zebra. I just don't know that we can afford one, but it'd be really cool. But that's funny. I was like, $5 super chat, but it looks like it's from us. And it was. Vicky's starting her own savings account for a zebra. That's pretty funny. Ty, you're the man. Thanks so much. He said to hit that like button. And Yate, good morning, see the farm. I love when our Navajo friends get on with a Yate. Yate bene. I think that's how you say hello, good morning. I think I said it right. Yate bene. Yeah, go check out our Amazon wish list if you want to help out with Boss. And I'm just throwing a little more hay here. Let me turn this around and I'll show you. So there's Butters back there, and here's Biscuit right here. And these are the two I've been working to get them leading, and they're super cute. I would love to have Stardust put into the zebra fund. That is so funny. Well, Vicky, we've got $10 towards the zebra. You'll have to start pricing them out for me. Ty, Alan, you guys can't spend all your retirement money. Yeah, I wish that was the case, Ty. What retirement money? Yeah, hopefully someday, right? So there you go, Butters and Biscuit. We're getting them leading. I've got a interesting thought. Guys, I don't know about you, but Butters is starting to look like she's got a pregnancy belly. She's only 2 years old, but on the reservation, if she got out and was exposed to a stallion, even at 1 year old, that could happen. So Ty wants me to pull money out of the 401k and go buy a zebra. I don't know that that's the wisest use of the 401k money to Ty. I don't know about you. I better make sure you and Vicky don't plot against me to spend our retirement on a zebra farm. All right, well guys, I've got to get going to work. I got a lot more to do. I got to run some hay over to I've got to run some hay over to Smoky Doe and Ombre and up to the goats. But I just wanted to ask your opinion on what you do for an older horse, and I've got some ideas. We've got to get someone to float her teeth. I'm going to check into the beet pulp, and then just some senior supplements that we have put on our Amazon wish list that we can get. I've just been doing the Tractor Supply sweet feed that she really likes. But there's probably something with even more vitamins and minerals and specialty stuff for senior horses. So I'm going to check into that. Guys, have a great day. I hope you're doing well wherever you're at. It's a beautiful week. We're just less than 2 weeks till Easter. And this time of year, as the trees are budding out, you can see the green behind me. Things are warming up. It just reminds us that with Jesus Christ, everything gets better. And so I hope your week gets better as you focus on Him. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.